Hello, everyone. This is Ivan with Create Your Future. I am a certified life coach specializing in relationships and personal development. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about change. This is a change that actually occurs when you are implementing new habits into your daily routines in order to consciously manifest whatever desire you have. And today's success story comes from a client who did exactly that. She followed this custom plan that we created for her, and she's been able to manifest wonderful things. And along the way, life has actually brought a lot of positive changes into her life, where she's been able to see herself in a different way, where she's been able to gain the confidence she needs to know that she is deserving of absolutely everything. So let's read this success story. It goes like this. Last Sunday, I was going to meet with my SP, but he messaged me that he had a family reunion and canceled. I was so calm and wished him a good time with his family. And in my head, I was like, don't worry, today I have a surprise for you. An hour later, I received a message saying, you're amazing, so smart, and always taking care of me. I was looking at the message and I couldn't believe it. He called me after he finished with his family. He was smiling all the time. He looked at me in a different way. On Wednesday, he had an important exam, and I was waiting for him to write to me how it went. But he did not, and I started to say, well, he doesn't care for me. And then suddenly I stopped. I remembered you. I was well again. And 5 minutes later, he wrote to me. The exam was longer, so that is why I wrote to you so late. He thanked me for all my support, for always being there for him. The next day, I was meeting with his mom, and she was telling me that my SB did not mention anything about the exam. I was the first and only one to whom he wrote to, like I affirm all the time. I could not believe when she was telling me this. After speaking to his mom, I think I am the only one whom he is vulnerable and tells everything to, like I intend to. And so this is an amazing success story, and this client has been very consistent with seeing sides of her SP that she is not used to seeing, the vulnerable side. So we created some intentions around that. But what's important is that throughout this journey, it's been a couple of months, she's been able to actually change a lot of how she views things. She's been able to see like there is so much more possibilities than what her negative mind at one point would actually make her spiral down, if that makes any sense. But I'll give you an example. She recently, and this was actually a session that we had after I received this email, she was telling me that she had gone to the hairstylist and she had asked for a haircut. And, they cut off more, as it usually happens, they cut off more than what she had intended to. And at first she was like, oh, I don't really like this. And, as she got home, she was getting ready, she started to embrace this new look. And she started thinking to herself, well, maybe it's good for me to step out of what I'm used to. And, she started building this confidence to where she went out and she was just getting looks from both men and women. And she was just like in complete and utter shock, and now what she's kind of doing, she says that she started to implement this idea of like, you know what, I am embracing this new change. I am no longer settling for what I'm like used to being, and I'm going to allow myself to kind of have fun with whatever comes my way and see the positive to it. So she also was having some insecurities about herself, about her body. And her brother had invited her to the beach. And she was a little hesitant about it. So she was like, I don't know. Her brother's like, no, I already made a plan. We're going. So when she went to go buy a bathing suit, she was kind of iffy to where she was trying on stuff. And then all of a sudden she found the perfect swimsuit where she looked at herself and was just like, oh, wow, I'm feeling myself. I look amazing, where she is like gained the confidence that she said, like, I don't feel like I had that confidence before because I felt like I wasn't, I don't know. She didn't feel the sexiness about her. And for the first time ever, she was saying, I am fully embracing this new version of me that's actually like subject to this change that I've incorporated into my life through everything that I'm experiencing. So she has done an amazing job by staying consistent and persistent with self-concept, with her intentions, and everything that she wants. And going more into embracing change. So change is very important because it happens. Anytime you're changing any sort of habit, there is change bound to happen. and you have to embrace it. Sometimes when we're going through change, there might be some situations that might not be ideal. And it's okay, because you are pushing out these negative assumptions or ideas that you hold of things, people, or yourself. And sometimes they'll reflect in your world because it's a dominant thought at that point. But what you do is that you start replacing it with more of a positive intention or a positive mindset, and then that trumps over that, and you no longer have to worry about that, because now the dominant mindset is about positivity and greatness. So that's why persistence is key when doing change, because change comes in so many ways, and you have to embrace how it comes. You need to look at it as a positive thing for you. Okay, so I wanted to share something that I like to share with a lot of my clients, and it is something that I practice a lot. And everything I know I mention it a lot, but a lot of the things that I do with my clients are things that I personally practice on myself to kind of like make sure that it's something that I have faith on, to actually give out, to inspire. So one of the things is asking yourself empowered questions. For the most part, sometimes we like to live in this victim state, where we ask these type of questions of like, why does this always happen to me? Or why is it the same situation over and over? And why do I meet the same kind of people over and over? Well, right there, you're asking a question that is not empowering to who you are. You're asking a question that keeps you stagnant and prevents you from changing into something that is more in tune with your now desire. So start asking your questions in a different way. Start asking them such as, what is it that I must let go of in order to have everything that I want? Start asking in the first thing in the morning, if today I had everything I've ever desired, what would I feel like? What would I be? What experiences will I see? And immediately you actually switch something in your mind to actually say, oh, we need to answer this for this person because they're questioning it. It's a different thing. And then you'll be open and aware to experiencing this new idea of how it would feel. Therefore, embodying that state fulfilled kind of state. So it is important to ask yourself and challenge yourself with positive questions, questions that are more in tune with your journey. Nothing of like limiting yourself, because you're born to be limitless, not limited. Okay? So this was a short little video that I made for you all, and I hope it inspires you and makes you feel good. And I intend for all of you to actually embrace change. And I intend for amazing change to occur on everybody's life who watches this video, for them to have that little sense of inspiration to go out there and see how incredible you are. And and remember, we're having a contest right now that as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers, we will be giving 3 coaching sessions with a coach of your choice. Okay, so comment below how the law of attraction or the law of assumption has benefited you and what you consciously manifested. And also remember, I am available for one-on-one coaching. Links are below, and we'll work something out so we could actually plan something out for your specific journey. Okay, so if you have any questions or feel like you have a block, yeah, book a session with me. I'd love to meet you. Well, thank you so much for joining us and for all the love and the support. I really appreciate it. And I intend for you to have a wonderful week. Thank you.